Hi everyone, welcome back to this Hanna Karlzon seasons page for autumn, and we have a key here. Now for me that isn't necessarily autumnal, but that's fine, we can have a go at it anyway. Now I was thinking about whether to do this gold or silver or copper or bronze or how to really colour it. I was tempted to do silver because it's easier for me. I find silver easier, but this is autumn colours, so I think we really need a more autumnal, sort of bronzy or goldy type colour. I'm not exactly sure how it's going to come out until I start, so I'm not sure if I've even tried to do a metallic colour with the Arteza Expert Pencils. So should we go? Should we see what happens? I'm going to start quite dark. I'm going to start with the Espresso brown. This is our darkest brown, and we're going to mark all the areas where I think the key should be darkest. I am thinking here against the ribbon and here. Now notice what I am doing. I am doing a line and then scumbling it out so that it can blend into the next colour that I use. Now I'm going to do an opposite bit here in dark, like that. Once you've marked out all your dark areas, it becomes a lot easier. It's trying to choose where to do it. Can be a bit tricky. I'm going to do a bit each end of there, that bit there, oops, and this bit in the centre here, and then just blend it out a little bit like that. Okay, so that's all I'm going to do on that top one. Here I'm going to do each of these little bits that's on that edge, and this bit around here, and then that bit, this either end of this bit, top here, side here, a bit here and here, a bit from the bottom here, like that, quite a bit, tiny bit either end of there, quite a dark bit there, like that, and just a little bit on the tip of each of those. Okay, that's our first colour. Now the Espresso is quite dark, so I think my next colour might be a cocoa brown, just to bring it down a little, step by step really. It helps the blend if we don't jump too far ahead in our colours. So basically you're going to every area that you've already done a dark bit for and just extending that colour a little bit by colouring this over the top of what you've done already and bringing it down. It means if you've missed any areas, we're not too far away colour wise, so it doesn't matter too much. We don't want it too big an area though. Got a lot of other colours to fit in as well. Apart from here, I've got a big length to do. That's quite long. I'm not going to extend that too much. No, keep that quite short. Okay, next we're going to go with a different colour. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. No, I'm not. We're going to use the Sienna brown. So we're going a bit coppery, bronzy, sort of, I thought, autumnal. That. And bringing this up. This is a bit of an experiment. I've not tried to do metal quite like this before. It shall be an interesting experiment. Might seem a bit scary, but I'm up for it. If it all goes horribly wrong, well, I shall have to, I don't know. I don't think it will. So it's fine. Doing a page like this, I can't just miss out a video. Colour it over in pen, in black pen. Oh, didn't do that one. Black pen is always useful to do something horribly wrong, but we're not going to do that here. Now, do I go for a bit of an orange? Yeah, let's try this. This is where I'm getting a bit daring. Orange. I've never tried an orange in a metallic before. Gosh, that's bright. Ah. Thing is, you know how it looks at the end because you would have seen my thumbnail, so you know if it's worked. I've got no idea. What's it called? Dramatic irony, when the audience knows what's happening before the character in the play or TV show. That's what you've got. Gosh, a bit of A-level English coming out there. Okay, it's very orange, isn't it? Oops, and out of the lines. Right, let's move quickly along from orange. Do we need to dull it down or do we just go for it? Let's use the Tuscan Sun. This is a slightly orangey yellow. Let's just go for it and see what happens. This will dull it down a little bit because it isn't quite so orange now. To be careful here because we're running out of space, and here we want to leave a little bit of white paper because we need to, this bit needs to move along a bit. We need to have some shine. So need to be careful. No, it's not looking as orange anymore. I don't think anyway. It's quite good to go over the top of what you've done already anyway when you're doing this because it helps to blend it together. Okay, wow, it's very bright. We are going to next use the sunflower yellow. It's still quite orangey. Looks almost fluorescent, this. I think we can make it work. I'm feeling a bit more confident now. These little bits are quite tricky. We'll get there. But, oh, I've missed that bit. Hang on. We'll do that bit in a minute because we need to go back and do a few layers of other colours. Okay, so we need to go back and do a sienna brown. There. The orange. The Tuscan Sun. And the sunflower yellow. Okay, our last colour now. I'm going to use the jasmine yellow and leave some white. So here I'm going to go right over the top of this, take this up to here, bring this in a little bit and leave that bit white. Around here I'm just going to go over what I've done already and just leave a little bit white there. Here I'm going to leave a bit of white there. This bit, bit of white there. Now these are going to have a bit of white on the tip if we can do it. And these are a little bit in this centre area. This a little bit in the middle, just a little bit here, here and take it to the middle, leave a bit there, and here. Maybe none there, but a little bit on each of these, not on that across bit, but on that long bit, and a little bit here. There we go. Wow, it's quite bright, isn't it? I think it's okay though. Now we've got this ribbon, which we mustn't forget. I'm thinking maybe an orangey red might work. I think I might go for the, is that orangey red? Hang on, I'm just gonna, no, that's very pink. I think I'm gonna go for the blood red. Blood orange, sorry. Blood red, that's a bit, I'm gonna sharpen it, so we need to be very sharp. I'm only gonna use the one colour. And what this will do is actually emphasise the orange that we've put in here. It may go a bit bright, but we'll see. So I'm going to put a little bit on each end, quite a lot of layers, and then fade it towards that centre bit there, and do the same from here, so we can just leave a little bit of white to make it look like it's a sort of silky satiny ribbon. And then the same there. Here we're going to fade it, towards the middle like that, and the same with this piece, so quite a lot of layers on each end, and then just a little in the centre. Like that, and then like that. Now on this key we have a few areas where I want to put in some precious stones, gems, whatever you might want to call them, and I'm going to use a sort of brownish colour. Sounds a bit weird. I'm just going to check if this one works with a bit of white pen on top. 1 minute. Sometimes some pencils don't work with white pen on because they bleed into the white, but this one does. We're going to need some white because it's such a small area. So I've decided I'm going to put them here, here and here, here and here, here and here, 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 here and here. That's quite a lot, isn't it? You watch me. So what I'm going to do is try and make it darker and more intense around the outside, less in the middle. I will sweep away the pencil crumbs in a minute so you can see. It's quite tricky when it's a small space. Some of them are probably too small to even achieve that. I can go and put some in there as well. These again, too small. This I might be able to, no. This one I can. So I'm going to go around the edge a few times and then just a little bit towards the middle so that we leave a little line if we can. Same here if I can. It's quite tricky. And there. These bits we leave because the key would be open and at the top here. But I think that's cool. And we can get our white. What did I do with it? And I throw it back in my pot. Oops. I need a thin white. That's 08. I'm going to see if I've got an 05. No, I must have it next door. Never mind, this is the Jelly Roll 08. You might be better off with an 05. It's an even thinner. I'm just going to put a tiny bit of white on each one, just to try and make it look like it's shiny. It's quite small. That one's got, those have got shine lines on. I might just put a tiny bit extra on. There we go. There we are. I'm going to finish there. So yes, it's quite orangey, it's quite vibrant, but I think it looks quite autumnal at the same time. If you want to do one that isn't so orangey, I've got lots of tutorials on gold that you can have a look at. I try and remember to link to some gold keys ones for you in the top cards maybe. but you can always go onto my home page of my YouTube channel, type gold or type key in and you will find some. So there we go. So thank you for watching. I hope that was okay. I hope you have a really lovely day and happy colouring.